I just wanted to make this quick disclaimer. I don't want this to become a JoJo oriented channel. I get it. I like it, but I'm not going to make it the whole thing. I want to explore all different sorts of areas, but I felt the best way to properly start was to actually talk about something relevant to the channel, which would be JoJo. I get that JoJo is not for everyone. It's often hated upon for its popularity simply because the fan base is a bit weird. And it is a bit weird. It is very weird. JoJo isn't for everyone. I'm just going to say that. It's weird, it's wild, but it's fun. And that's what I like about it. And I felt the best way to start this whole thing was to talk about something I think that's fun, which is JoJo. And I figured the best way to start would be with the first game. The Super Famicom game released in 1993 by the studio Cobra. It's a point-and-click adventure game with, classic era third-person RPG elements to it. It uses a weird fight system called the biorhythm system, which is based on how stressed the character is, which is a bit weird. At the start of each battle, there's tarot cards, which are basically like face-down cards that are supposed to be Dio's predictions of what the characters will be doing in the battles, which it's kind of relevant considering every boss in this is based off the tarot cards. You basically play through the second season of JoJo, which is Stardust Crusaders. So starting off, we already have amazing artwork on the front. The back is relatively well detailed. Once you've opened up your copy, you'll have a plastic case, which was pretty common for the Super Famicom games, and your manual. The manual is pretty much what we're going to be taking a look at right now, because there is some unique artwork in here that not a lot of JoJo fans might have discovered before. Straight away, you open up to this amazing front page with all of the main villains and Dio looming in the background, a little bit bluer than we normally see him as. Some color swaps because Araki hadn't had the OVA coming out at this point. This was pre-OVA, so this is some of the earliest JoJo media besides the books. We have yellow-haired Kakyoin, Avdol, Jotaro, and Joseph, along with Polnareff, Blue, Dio, and Iggy on the back. The manual pretty much just goes through how the game plays, which is pretty box standard. Moving into the next page, we actually have pictures of all of the bosses, which I found to be pretty cool because this is where most of the artwork is. Most of the unique artwork is. This first half has ZZ, Whole Horse, Jay Guile, and Rubber Soul, along with Imposter Captain Tennille, Greyfly, Forever, who was the monkey's strength, and Devo. Next page over, we have Manish Boy with Death 13, Arabia Fats with The Sun, Enya the Hag, and Steely Dan. We have Kimyō with his Standard Judgment, looking a little bit different than his anime and manga counterpart. I assume it was done for the Super Famicom game. There's a brief look at Midler. There's also Mariah and Anubis. I kind of skipped over Midler for a reason. I actually wanted to talk about the changes that went in Midler's design, because originally there was no design. She popped up very briefly after the High Priestess fight, and that's it. You don't actually get to see her. But there's actually a design. Her design is actually in the arcade game, which I'll be covering next. On this page, we have Pet Shop, Alessi, Darby, and Vanilla Ice. Finishing up with Ndul and Geb and Kenny G. Kenny G was hiding in the walls of Dio's mansion, casting the illusion. Yeah, you don't really see him, but it's nice to see some sort of artwork. Speaking of artwork, there is no artwork of Dio, besides the blue Dio that pops up a few times at the start. And that about does it for the manual. there wasn't a huge amount to talk about. I like finding little weird obscurities. I suppose the most interesting thing was the Midler design that they put in the manual, even though there's not really much of it to look at. I'm hoping to do more of these style videos. I've got the rest of the games, as you can see. So I'll be doing the arcade versions next. The Dreamcast and PlayStation versions, they're basically the same, with some minor differences on the PlayStation version. So I hope you guys will enjoy checking those out eventually. Thank you so much for watching.